Hey guys, how the frig's it going today? I can tell you I'm going pretty rough. Yeah, there's a reason. So I mentioned on a previous video that this weekend was a party in downtown called the North Bay Block Party. I also mentioned it on the stream. And this is the one time a year where I will actually drink. And I did. And it was a lot. Went down with like $100, spent 60. So the way it works is you go down there, it's $15 to enroll in drinking, pretty much. They put this blue wristband on you and you get a refillable cup. And this is the cup you get. I already washed mine, but this is the little cup you get. It's, you know, really bright, really visible. It says Bay Block Party on it. Has like some names of the sponsors in the back, like this was Doughnuts Group, sure. So yeah, it was pretty good, pretty good. So once you get your $15 for the cup, then you gotta buy tokens. And this is where shit got confusing. We thought one token was one beer. No, one token was a half a beer. They would put half a cup of beer in your cup. Now, this is maybe top 300 mil, maybe 330. So, like those mini cans of Pepsi you can now buy in the store. That's about what's on par for that. So, 2 tokens for a full cup of beer. It was $2.50 per token, so $5 a token. So the first time I went, I put 20 bucks down, got 2 tokens, thinking I got 2 beers and my cup and wristband. Turns out it was 1 beer. So I went back and bought $20 worth of tokens, which is 4 beers. Burned through them pretty quick. And then went back and put another 20 bucks down for another 4 more beers. So all in all, I had 9 of those cups of beers. I got home last night. I was completely like vlogging life circa friggin' 2016. White girl wasted. It was not a good time. Well, it was a good time. Today I'm feeling a little rough, but not as bad as I thought it was. And I think what it is before I got picked up. I didn't drive down. My friends came and picked me up. We had a DD. Everything was responsible except for the drinking. But yeah, the first beer I had was this like IPA. Didn't even check the can to see what the freaking like this. They had it on tap, but they had the cans there, like they were keg pouring it, but they had cans to show what they were putting on. It was all craft beer. Like Gateway Brewery in town was there. New Ontario wasn't there. We had one from Gravenhurst that was there. We had one from Sudbury, one from Timmins. All sorts of different Ontario breweries were there showing off their goods. And first one I had was from Gravenhurst, and it was an Indian Pale Ale IPA. I didn't pay attention to the percentages because I forgot that, you know, it varies. So this IPA was kicking my brain in at 6.95% alcohol per volume, APV. Oh my goodness, did that ever slam. I had 1 beer and I just kind of looked at my friend Amy Lee and I'm like, yo. She's like, what? I'm like, I'm trashed. I'm done. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm loaded right now. I said, I forgot to eat 2 in the morning. I just kind of woke up, had a shower, got ready, had an Athletic Green 1. And then she messaged and said, hey, we're on our way. So got picked up, went down. First meal I had was an IPA. And it hit me hard. I was like, whoa. She's like, well, I'm like, I'm already drunk. Like 1 beer, and now I'm over the edge. This is brutal. So ended up having a donut while we were down there. There's this place in town. I've heard about it. I've never been there. Like there's a lot of things in town that I've heard about and never tried. Like, and this one place was called Good Glazed. Good Glazed Donuts. Handmade, home-baked freaking donuts. So unlike Tim Hortons, where you go and buy a donut and it was previously frozen, versus a donut that was actually good, you know. These donuts at Good Glaze were fantastic. Spongy, the filling had flavor. It wasn't like the Boston creams now you get at Tim Hortons. You bite into them and water comes out because they come from frozen, then they're baked. But I question if the Boston creams are preloaded with a frozen freaking whatever Bavarian cream, because they leak. You bite into them and water comes out. It's pretty friggin' disgusting. It's not the Hortons that we used to have. It's a disgusting mess of an operation. So yeah, needless to say, had one of those. It was a cheesecake strawberry cheesecake donut. It's kind of like a Boston cream, but it was, instead of being filled with Bavarian cream, it was filled with this like strawberry cheesecake filling, which was amazing. It was great. And that helped alleviate some of the drunkenness, so that was good. And then after, my buddy Adam, he had to run to pick up a friend of ours because he wanted to come down, and he also wanted to drink because he found out I was drinking, and he's like, well, if Adam's drinking, I'm drinking. So he came down and we were drinking. And then we were like, hey, let's go get some actual food because the donut's not going to tie me over. So we ended up going to the Moose Lodge, place in town. Awesome food. What are you doing? Tell me you're not pooping in the litter box. By that I mean in the cat. I tell you, man, this cat, oh, she does the stupidest things. But yeah, so anyway, back on topic. Seeing how my idiot of a cat just like freaking blocked it. Went to the Moose, had a Moose burger. Their chicken wings, they're phenomenal. That's what they're known for, is their chicken wings and the millions and millions of different flavored sauces you can get. But I've already had their chicken 1,000 times and I wanted to try something different. So I decided to get the a hamburger from there, and it was the mushroom melt burger. It was amazing. It was awesome. Really freaking good. So then I got finally back up to normal. I wasn't so hammered because I finally got some food into me. So then we went and got some more beers. It was a good time. Lots of concerts, lots of music. I don't know, there was a couple social media groups there that were filming. I probably could have filmed while I was there. I just chose not to. What is she doing? You're such a weird cat, dude. No, she's been doing some stupid stuff lately. Not pooping in her litter box and peeing in random locations. It's just kind of pissing me off. I'm wondering if she was doing that before when Oreo was here, but Oreo would eat it or lick it up, and I never caught on to it. She is kind of savage, right? What can I say? She's a wild cat that I'm trying to domesticate, but you know, she's trashing my house and being a real pain. But anyway, yeah, lots of good music down there, but the cat's kind of distracting me because that's what the cats do. There's one band in particular. Actually, there's two bands that I went down to see. The one was called The Unknown. We seen them a while ago at Lou Dogs when they first debuted in North Bay. They played a lot out in Mattawa and surrounding areas, but Lou Dogs finally picked them up for a night, and they played there. And it was amazing. Like, they rocked the house. I was like, holy shit, man. And then you go and talk to these guys after their show, and you find out that the youngest guy is 20 and the oldest guy is 22. Like, these are young kids, not even kids, young men that are like in the year where you like go to college and graduate from college, and they're throwing down tunes, and the singer can just, he's amazing. Like, he's got vocals like no other. Really, really, really freaking talented band. Like, so like, and they play all sorts of music. They play like rock. They play like anything from the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, their own stuff, covers, all sorts. So they were up at 3, and we got down there just at 3 in time to go and catch them. And then, like I said, at 4 we went and got a donut, and then 4:30 we went and ate some food, and then 5 o'clock there was another band that I didn't really care for, and then we just kind of walked around and drank, and all of a sudden it was 8:30 at night, and another band comes on stage that I really wanted to see called Dwayne Gretzky. Not Wayne Gretzky, Dwayne Gretzky. Dwayne Gretzky is a cover band. They play all sorts of awesome songs. I actually have a clip from, they did Bobcaygeon by Tradjically Hip, and homeboy hit it. Like, he was amazing. That night in Toronto, where this checkerboard flows, riding on horseback and keeping hold of the street. But yeah, really, really freaking good band. If you get a chance to see them, they tour everywhere. Dwayne Gretzky. I highly recommend it if you're into cover music. I love cover music. It's like my favorite, because you hear like, unless they try to mimic the artist, if they do it in their own style, you can hear like music from bands that you love, but in a different genre almost. So yeah, Dwayne Gretzky was amazing. Awesome band. If they come back, I'm gonna go see them. But they're a pretty heavy hitter band. But yeah, summer's almost done, guys. Like, holy shit. Feels like just yesterday fishing opened and summer's almost done. Like, this is the last week of August coming up, and then we're onward to September, and I'm a little concerned about this winter, boys. I'm a little concerned. The silkworms are already in the trees. Last year they went in early and we got a early winter. It was kind of snowing in November. I say kind of because it wasn't that bad, but it was aight. Little nervous about it. Not really looking forward to it, not gonna lie, because if they're already in the trees, that means we're gonna get an even earlier winter. Now, I don't really care. I don't have kids to take trick-or-treating. And the kids around here are used to getting oversized costumes to fit over their snowsuits. Because welcome to Canada. It's what we do. But yeah, my big thing is, okay, is it going to be like last year? Where it snowed like heavy maybe 2 times in the year and then it was just mild as piss? Or is it going to be the El Nino winter that they predicted where minus 35 becomes the new norm and cars just refuse to start because it's too dang cold outside? I guess only time will tell. But luckily with my current job, I can work from home 2 days out of the week. So if for some reason I can't make it into work one of the 5 days, I can just be like, listen, I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty. I can't make it into work. I'm going to work from home. I just got to remember to bring my computer home with me all the time and not leave it at my office. Because normally I do the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from the office and Thursday, Friday from home. I find it makes the week go by faster when I don't have to leave on Thursdays and Fridays. A lot of people, like some other people are like, oh, I'd rather have Monday, Tuesday off and then work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from the office. And that's fine. You know, your own choice. Or some people do Monday and Friday from home and work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from the office. I just find Thursday and Friday working from home, it's just, it feels like the weeks go by faster. Like it just feels like, it almost feels like I'm working 3 days a week, but I'm not. I'm actually working 5. It's just, I'm in my own space. I don't have to go anywhere and I'm still getting a paycheck. So that's pretty dope. Anyhoozle, stuff that's coming up. I don't know what's going on this week. I do know that I was looking for my old camcorder. Do you guys remember that old Sony camcorder I had? I've been looking all over for it. I thought it was on my shelf where I keep all my vitamins and minerals, but it's not there. I kind of want to revisit that thing and see if the battery's kife on it, because I'm pretty sure I can just order another battery for it. I think that thing filmed good. I can't remember. I know I used it for a long time. It was only a 1080p 60 frame per second camera, mind you, but that's all I really film in anyway, so what's the big dice, right? Not really looking to buy a new camcorder. I don't need it, you know. I talked about that in the past on a previous video where I was looking at the Sony ZVE 10 and the Canon R50. I noticed that Nate from Marling Baits just bought the R8 because his other camera took a spill and kind of got destroyed. So he bought a Canon R8 and he was even saying that he couldn't film the build process on a lure because the battery doesn't last as long as his old camera. He needs to get a couple more batteries for it because it burns through batteries bad. And I also noticed with those DSLRs is, yeah, they can do 4K, but just like this GoPro, it overheats. So that's no bueno. That's no bueno. We don't need overheating. That's the reason why I'm filming 1080p and not 4K, because she just can't handle it, man. She just can't handle it. And that's kind of upsetting because, you know, I have my other camera too, the Osmos Flip or Osmos Pocket. Yeah, Osmos Pocket. It took a charge. It's fully charged. I found that one. That one was in my friggin' supplements cabinet. So I charged that one up and stuck a memory card in it. It works. So that's another camera I could use if I ever get super pissed off at this GoPro for crashing all the freaking time. I'd like to find the Sony and just revisit it. I forget how it films, like as far as quality compared to the GoPro. I don't think anything's going to compete with this GoPro because it's got that big 1-inch sensor, but you never know. I think it's a 1-inch sensor in this. I know that on the new Osmos Pocket 3 it's a 1-inch sensor, but I think this here is pretty much on par with that. But anyway, I'm gonna go do some hunting. I gotta find my camera gear. I gotta find that camera anyway. And I guess I'll make another video because literally this video here was just to talk about what happened at the block party. And you're probably saying, Adam, why didn't you film it? Well, once again, copyright reasons. That's why I had this great idea. You guys remember Breathing Antler Mike back in the day of Pug, where he would do those weekend news shows and he'd be like sitting in a room, like a studio room, be like, all right guys, welcome here, it's Saturday the blah, and we're gonna go live on location with Adam and see what's going on at this location. All right, let's cut over to Adam. And then all of a sudden he's like live on location, or like Mike would do that, sorry. He'd be on live on location, it'd be windy, he'd be making a face at the camera. Oh, hey there, I'm down here at the, well, I was gonna kind of revisit that format from him, because like those weekend update videos he used to do were freaking hilarious, and I was thinking about doing that while I was down there, but then I was like, you know what, no, because copyright music, it was non-stop, like the radio is playing real music that's RIAA enforced. It would have been bad. It would have been one of those where, all right, video's up, but only people in like Nigeria can watch it, because everywhere else it's blocked due to all the copyright music, which is what happened when I tried to put up the drag show video, because all the music was so copyrighted that YouTube was like, yep, Nigeria, that's your audience base for this one. They're the only ones who don't care about your copyright music. Fun times, fun times. But I'm gonna go do some digging, see if I can find that camera, and then maybe shoot a video with it and see how bad it is. I remember the bottom of the camera, like hooking it up to a tripod, the tripod mount broke on it, so you can't tripod it, you gotta hold it at all times. It like pulled it right through the plastic or some shit. I remember that camera had that issue. Should see if I can find my old Panasonics too, the jaundice cameras. Remember I had 2 of those? Anyway guys, I'm gonna go, I think I got a dump on deck. That's what happens when you drink a lot of beer, you get the beer shits. Good times. So yeah, I'm gonna shut her down here, so thanks for watching, and seriously, if your cities ever do like a block party or anything, go check it out, especially if there's a bunch of bands. You never know, you might find a hidden home band, a hometown band that is pretty dope, and you might want to check them out and catch them if they ever do a solo concert, because it's a good time. It's a good time, and you know, going out and being in public, not too bad. I probably got the Rona, but whatever. Like everybody was down there, so we'll see how that turns out. I'll test myself before I go down to Blokes, that's for sure. Make sure I don't pull a double bar. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time guys, live it to win it. Peace the break out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.